theme song sounds so much different through these headphones. Oh, hello everybody, and welcome back to the We Only Do One Take podcast. It's the only podcast in the world that is a complete shit show. I am Turch. With me is my co-host, the CEO, the man that's on the CSIRO diet at the moment. It's Kieran. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, and I know that I have made it in life because my headphones, and Jess is joining us too, Jess's headphones are much bigger than your headphones. Your
That's
headphones
true.
are so small.
I don't
so
need to
tiny.
compensate, I guess. And with us today is my lovely wife, Jess. She's on the show to be the voice of reason between us. How you doing, Jess?
Yeah, I'm alright.
I don't think you've been on the podcast since you got married.
No.
No.
Yeah, well,
no.
congratulations
Thank you.
for being on the podcast again.
It's been a long time. It's been.
Yeah.
You used to come on. You were a fan favorite.
Fan favourite?
Yeah.
No, nobody requests me. Don't be ridiculous.
But you're back now for this special. Do you know what episode this is?
No.
Do you know what number this is?
Is this a milestone?
Well, no.
No.
Oh. Fuck, I don't know then. What is it?
199th episode.
Ooh, so close.
So
you guys
close.
doing anything fun next episode?
No.
We should.
Usually I ask people to send stuff in, and everyone should send stuff in at weonlydowonetake@gmail.com.
You should have a full party. You should
Okay.
do something.
Okay.
But there's really no difference between like 200 and 201.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
should.
it's an even number.
It's
And
not like
if
we've-
Kieran's editing it away for another
201
4
will
weeks.
come out before 200. That's the way it'll be.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God.
What an episode. What an episode already.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. I feel like I actually haven't been. It would have been last year, maybe. That was the last time it came on. I don't remember, but yeah, it's nice to be here.
Ah.
Dragged off the couch. Usually I'm having a nap by
I
now.
know,
I'm in
I know.
bed.
And will you tell us, because you're literally in the other room
Yeah.
when we do this, how loud are we?
Oh, you're pretty loud, but I feel like I'm pretty loud too. I turn the TV up really loud to drown you out.
Okay, because I can't hear the TV in this.
It balances it. It
Yeah.
balances itself out.
Yeah.
Well, I've got Jess here for two reasons. One, we want to talk about Abbie Chatfield again because she's our favorite whore we've ever met. And secondly, I want to tell some stories about my family, and I need Jess here to actually help me out tell these
gosh,
stories.
Okay. Yeah.
So I go over to my uncle's house on the way of Uncle Frank.
Yeah.
You've met Uncle Frank many a time. Very excited.
This is Uncle Frank, who's part of the Uncle Frank and Sons salami making.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
this is the
he
guy I
makes-
made
he
salami
makes
with all.
salami.
So we go over there to see him because he just came back from overseas, and we're having some dinner with him, and we're
And
discussing.
he brings out the projector and he sits down and he does the clip show
No,
of all
no.
the photos
No.
of being overseas.
He's
That's
a-
what we'll be getting in a week's time when Anthony's parents come back from Singapore. But
That's true.
thankfully, Frank and Jenna are younger.
Yeah, they're young enough to.
Oh,
Sort
and
of,
they've got the gram and Facebook.
Yes,
so,
yeah, we get it all on Facebook.
You've already seen it. You don't
Yes.
need the clip show.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think this is the difference between my parents and my uncle, who I get along with like a house on fire. But one of the things is that we both agree that my parents are boomers. That's in the biggest thing. So
Your parents are not only boomers, they are like one age bracket away from not being boomers.
yeah.
Yeah, like
But
being
they-
whatever the category above boomer is.
No, yeah, but they're like actually technically on the brink of being younger than boomers.
No, they're close to being younger than
I know that.
Yeah, but they act like
but they
older.
act like
Like-
they're
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they
Correct.
because
So
my
they-
dad is older.
Yeah.
But I feel like my dad is much younger.
Yes,
Yeah.
I get 100% exactly what you mean. So we go over to my
It must
parents.
be the immigrant thing.
It's the immigrant thing. It's always the damn immigrants. That's the real issue. So we go to my uncle's house and we're talking about how my mum is a complete boomer, dad's a complete boomer. Very funny, lots of laughs. But one of the things that we always laugh about is my grandparents because they are, you've met them, they're caricatures of Italians.
Yeah.
Right? So my uncle goes, "Oh my God, I have to show you this photo."
Yeah.
And he shows me this photo of two wogs. One is with his hands behind his back like this, a stripy shirt, a horizontal stripy shirt, looking at deli meat
Uh-huh.
at a supermarket.
I know.
And
He
is
was
this
looking at
photo black and
wines.
white or colours?
And this,
He was looking at. It was at Aldi.
it was at Aldi looking
and
at
he
them.
was looking at the bottle, the the wines.
Oh, the wine, sorry. And the other one is looking at like the old lady in the photo,
Mm-hmm.
looking exactly like my nonna.
Mm-hmm.
Is looking at like the Aldi specials in the middle, and it was looking like a panettone.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so my uncle snapped this photo
Yeah.
sneakily
Uh-huh.
and sent it to my mum and goes, "Oh my god, look who I found." And now these people look exactly from this photo like my grandparents.
But they weren't your
They
grandparents.
weren't my grandparents,
Okay.
but that's why it was funny. Like every wog looked the same, you know? Very funny. Uncle Frank showed it to me, showed it to Jess, laughed their butts off. Send it to my mum, and my mum sees and goes, "So? Do I know these wogs?"
I think our response was that. What am I looking at?
What am I
here?
looking at in this photo?
Because is it like I look at it and they all wogs look alike?
Yeah.
But to your mum,
It was very funny. Like we saw the photo and we went, we know,
Yeah.
even we know that's not your grandparents,
No.
Anthony, but that looks exactly like the way the
The
way
mannerisms.
they were standing, like the hunched over hands behind the back, looking at the wines, like real, like it looked like his normal. Like you could tell what it was, but Anthony's mum was just like, "What?"
completely oblivious to that. And not only that, so this is something, and I think I shared it with the group,
Mhm.
our friends group, this screenshot. So my parents are in Singapore. So we only recently made a WhatsApp group for us as a family unit. But my mum has a group chat, a Viber group chat.
fuck Viber. No one uses Viber. Who the fuck
Yeah.
uses Viber? That was like 10 years ago.
With my auntie Silvana, like my auntie, her brother and sister, and my grandparents. And they send, I don't know if you saw it, but I'm going to show it to you. And you can explain what's happening in this photo because it's the most amazing thing.
As the screenshot is titled "Family Group Chat Gone Wrong."
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly right. Let me just,
And so Anthony's auntie screenshotted it and sent it to us because she knew that we would find it really hilarious. Obviously, no one else is.
Okay.
Is this on par with the photo that I took of that grandma upside down?
It's even better.
It's better because
Okay,
it's a message.
So
it's a
here it is.
message
So it says my, and then so my parents have shared a photo of. Well, you explain what the photo is. What is the photo of there, Kieran?
So wait, your mum?
Yes, she shared the photo
This is in Singapore.
in Singapore.
It's in Singapore at the
And
zoo.
she's taken a photo, and she shared it with us.
Yeah. What is the photo of first?
This is of I think it's a monkey,
Yeah, close enough.
gorilla, chimpanzee,
Yeah.
Baboon thing.
baboon.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's front on,
It's full.
and
Full frontal.
the lipstick is out.
Yeah.
The lipstick is very out. Anyway, so then look at the comments below it.
This one seems a little too rude.
Yeah.
Bon appetito looks delicious.
That's from Anthony's nonna.
Yeah, because she's obviously responding to the picture above, which is lunch at the zoo. You can sort of see the little comment above.
Oh, right, yeah.
But the way it's written there, it looks like my nonna's seen this monkey
Baboon's
and gone,
dick.
beautiful.
Oh my god, yes, the way it's written, yes, that baboon's penis looks delicious. And then your mum's come in with, it was. Fucking boomers.
Amazing stuff.
It should be a meme, that. Like, you should just share it. Oh, I was laughing for so long at it. It was so funny. Buon appetito. Looks delicious. Nonna so innocently just
like beautiful.
just a bit delayed.
Well, do you want to? I'm going to talk about something else. Wogs do. Is that I went to a funeral since the last time. That's why we didn't have an episode.
Yeah, not the funeral, just a funeral.
I went to a family funeral.
Yeah, not
All
the
very
Queen's
exciting.
funeral.
And
You just
not
went
the
to
funeral.
just a normal
Very,
funeral.
very far removed from
Oh, I
Queen.
got the invitation to the Queen's funeral, but then I said, you know what? This is more important.
Yeah.
Too much travel.
Yeah.
So we get to me and my dad go to this funeral because it's dad's side, all that, and
It's a wog funeral.
It's a wog funeral.
Yeah.
And lots of people are there, and some people are in the church are wearing like face masks, like
Yeah. Black face masks. Is there any warning?
Spider-Man, Superman. They were all
Yeah.
like the COVID, safe ones,
Yeah,
whatever
okay,
it is.
yeah.
I'm like, okay, you don't need to do that anymore. But look, if some people might feel uncomfortable, it's okay. Yeah. Now, do you know what communion is?
That's the whole bread and the wine.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So the priest blesses the crispy wafers he gets from the church shop. They don't do the
stale wafers.
stale
So I wouldn't
wafers.
call them crispy.
They don't do the wine. I haven't had it.
It's an area to be disrupted, really. We can
They
make a
don't
lot
do
of
they
improvements.
don't do the wine anymore because everyone used to drink out of the same cup, and obviously, backwash, COVID, probably not the best thing.
Probably not the best thing to be doing from the beginning.
Well, that's how we spread the Black Plague.
Yeah.
We go there, and I'm like, look, it's halfway through this hour funeral. 35 minutes of it gets taken up by the Eucharist celebration. I'm like, okay, bit ridiculous.
Is that the communion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the priest goes, if anyone would like to come up for communion to get a little bit of Jesus, come up now. And if you're not Christian, you can cross your arms. I'll give you a blessing. Yeah, I don't go up. I like to keep the line moving by not going up.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't have to go up because I'm not Catholic.
Yeah,
You really should.
yeah, but I'm a considerate Catholic. I let people go in front of me. I am the Good Samaritan.
Yeah, but did you go up?
No,
Well,
I didn't want anyone.
bad Catholic.
I didn't want anyone to look. I have a lot. I don't want. I'm happy to go without.
See,
That's selfless.
This is where I would go take a shit and come back later.
Anyway, I was people watching. So those people with masks decide to go up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, interesting. And then they pull their masks down, and the priest puts the wafer on their tongue. And I'm standing there going, wait a holy moly.
And the priest is not wearing gloves.
No.
And I'm sure he's not sanitizing his hands between each.
I'm sure it's not a full,
So there's two ways that you can take communion.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can put your
Up
hands...
the butt or...
You can put your hands like one on top of the other.
on the
and
body
priest
or
will
in the
put-
body?
You've seen, yeah.
I think I did communion as a kid or something like that.
You
but-
put your hands one on top of the other, and the priest will put it in your hands, and then you take it yourself. You move to the side, and you put it in your own mouth. More old school Catholics will do it that traditional
Like
way,
you can't touch
where
it.
they just
oral
open,
way.
open
Yeah.
their mouth up wide, and the priest
And the
just
priest
puts
just
it
sticks it
inside.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm pretty sure
wouldn't have
altar
do-
boys still take it from the priest's mouth open.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
God.
thought it was very hypocritical that you could, I'm going to wear a mask and sit away from people, and then go up to the priest and be like,
Yeah, but the priest
Stick
won't
your
have
fingers
COVID.
down my
hey,
mouth.
come here, give me the love of God right in there. Like, okay, buddy.
They fucking live for it though. They
live
love
for it.
it.
It was a very weird experience. I'm just going, even I go to my dad. My dad doesn't go. We're the same. Like, we're very considerate.
Uh-huh.
We're wealthy Christians. We don't need any more
You
Jesus.
don't need more Jesus.
I don't need any man.
He's had enough Jesus.
I don't need if it was cheese, it was cheeses.
I mean, if it was a Cheerio board or something like that.
Yeah, you're gonna have. Give me something
Cheerio
enticing.
balls.
Wait, what am I meant to be
You're
going?
trying to say
Charcuterie.
charcuterie.
Charcuterie. I just sort of ignored it with Cheerio. Fine, yeah.
Just a board full of cereals.
Yeah,
Man, that's just as delicious as the wafers.
that's what, if I could come up and get a bowl of cereal, then yeah, Cheerios.
Oh man, I'm up for Fruit Loops, and today we have Frosted Flakes. I'm not very happy about this whole situation here.
A charcuterie board, yeah. Fuck.
I got some rants.
Oh, excellent.
I'm very angry. I'm very
Excellent.
angry this way. I build them up for you. Here's one for you.
Uh-huh.
You go out somewhere
Yeah.
and you're well off.
Yeah.
You get your phone. You go, I'm going to pay for the 5G network.
The 5G network.
Yeah.
I've only got 4G.
No, you've got to have a 5G by now, right?
Well, probably. I don't know. My phone just works, too.
Yeah,
So I
okay.
just use my phone. My phone works.
I'm sure you have the 5G network, right? So you buy you got the 5G network. It works. You can access the internet everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. And then sometimes it goes, "Hey, we can't really find the 5G network. We're gonna hop onto the 4G network." And you're like, "Yeah, that's fine." And then you try to load any web page ever, and it takes so long that it times out.
Compared to the 5G.
compared to the 5G. But you got to think to yourself, like, okay, not too long ago we had 4G.
And 4G was amazing.
4G was amazing.
Yeah.
And now we're up to 5G. And I don't think internet pages have really added that much more. That
And all the web is now designed for mobile phones, so they actually have less.
yeah. So
So-
it could probably be running very safely on the 3G network, but we've got extra fast on the 5G network. And yet sometimes banking apps or
Banking apps are the worst. They are so slow. matter
that's
what.
just across the board.
Yeah.
But as soon as it drops down that little bit down into 4G, suddenly everything's unusable. Even like Instagram or Twitter, just completely unusable at that stage.
And it's a shame in this day and age that we live in that has to happen. I don't know, my phone just works. I just live near the city, it just works.
Oh, you keep cutting out.
Just keep talking, guys. Yeah, thanks for that. Like, I have to keep the conversation going. Okay, well, 4G network. I don't understand why it's as bad as it gets down to. Here's one for you, Kieran. I know you're a big Disney guy. You watch all the Disney shows.
Yes. Side note.
Yeah.
Sidebar, side hustle. My housemate, Niall, is away at the moment.
Oh, yes, right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So we're having a war I'm having a war with him because we share the same Netflix and Disney accounts and all of that. So the other day I changed his name and his icon to #BLM.
And you got 3 months free.
And then he changed it back to Niall. So then I changed it.
Yeah,
So I changed
creative.
it back to Franks and Beans.
Uh-huh.
Franks and Beans. He's changed it back to Niall again. But then I've changed his like mum's profile because like their whole family uses it. So I've called it Blaine 2, and then I've changed Blaine's to I didn't do it. And then parents' ones, then their name to it was probably Kieran, and then yes, it was me.
That's very funny.
That's the different names.
Did that confuse the shit out of him?
I probably confused the shit out of the family. The rest
Yeah,
of the family.
that's This was like when we played Jackbox with your mum, Jess, and everyone just put their name down as Donna.
She got so upset.
Oh my god!
But like, we could only have one person in the same.
Yeah.
Kind of like the two. So one was, I think your brother went Donna, and then I went Duna, and then you went Duna with 2 N's.
Yeah.
And your mum got really upset because she was like, "Who am I? What's no? That's my name."
She didn't know which one she was. It was very funny.
Well, anyway.
Sorry. Yes. Anyway. Yeah.
Very exciting. Disney keeps coming up with all these fantastic things that everybody wants to watch
Mhm.
all the time. It's fantastic. And the big news right now is they're coming up with a new live action Little Mermaid.
Yay!
Right? And now you've seen the original Little Mermaid.
No.
Okay.
What? You've never seen the original Little Mermaid?
There's a lot of Disney I have not seen.
Yeah, me too.
Such
I got
a
it from
boy
that thing.
thing.
I'm not a girl.
There was. Look, I'm just going to assume that the Little Mermaid was put on VCR,
Yeah.
and I probably got up and walked
I had
away
a VHS copy
and went
of
out,
it. I
went
loved
out,
it.
and went outside to play. Don't
Yeah.
remember it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty
Nonetheless,
girly.
the big part about this is that they've decided to race swap the mythical creature that lives under the sea from white-skinned
I thought they were just going to
to
open it up,
black-skinned.
and males could potentially play female roles.
Well, I'm guessing they probably could, but I don't know. The big controversy at the moment is the fact that this...
What is a woman? What is a mermaid?
What is a mermaid? Well,
Well, I think the controversy is the original The Little Mermaid was written by Hans Christian Andersen, which is Norwegian?
yeah, something like that.
Dutch or something like that. So, realistically,
Nordic country.
should be the character in the original Disney cartoon was fair-skinned and red hair.
Yeah.
Sort of reflection of what maybe the Hans Christian Andersen Little Mermaid would have been like.
The Dutch, yeah.
Now they're sort of making her more Caribbean, I think
I think
sort
she's
of.
basically just... Well, she's black. She's a black woman.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what they're kind of going where this mermaid is more Caribbean.
Yeah.
I couldn't give two shits what she is.
Okay,
doesn't
and I
matter.
think that's the. I don't care.
But Caribbean with the Caribbean stereotypes?
No, she's being
Well, no,
pretty white.
because the original Disney film is in trouble for having a Jamaican crab.
Lobster.
He's a crab.
Is he?
Yeah,
Okay.
Sebastian the crab.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like a Jamaican accent. Anyway,
He's like,
apparently.
"Under the sea."
He's cancelled now. I think. I don't know.
But they race swapped this character. That's
race swapped, yeah.
that's what they did because it's still a woman. It's
Yeah.
still a mermaid. They
Yeah.
She's just got different skin color.
it just got more melanin in
Oh,
her
that's
skin.
exciting. That's good.
Okay,
I think she's
I-
still got the iconic red hair. She's
which is
just
weird.
got dark
'Cause do
skin.
black people even get red hair?
Oh, like this isn't natural. I have red
I
hair.
know, but
You can do what I don't know if mermaids have hair dye. They
That's
may have
true.
access to hair dye. Who knows?
It'd be very weird in the water. Just
Mermaids should have access to hair dye.
I don't know. Every time I put something in the ocean, I get told off by a green. I'm giving it to the mermaids.
I think. Do you
They
know,
really need more batteries.
do you know what the point of all, like, the reason that I don't give a shit about this at all is because every live action remake of a Disney film is fucking shit.
Well,
Every
Is it
single
on
one
ice?
is crap. Is it on ice?
No, that's what I thought. Wait,
You mean like Disney on Ice?
They mean
so
the drug.
live action is not. What do you mean by live
What?
action?
Is it on ice?
Oh man! What?
You don't know what the live action remakes are.
Is that like the Lion King that was live?
Yes.
action?
Yeah, think about that. Yeah.
There was
a Beauty,
Beauty
and
and the Beast with Hermione from Harry Potter. She was Belle.
and the Jungle Book.
the Jungle Book.
Mulan.
Mulan, they did one. Aladdin, they did
Yeah.
one. And they're all really terrible because the Disney cartoons, maybe it's nostalgic for me.
Well, okay.
because-
There's a few things wrong. Cartoons in that world of cartoons can have its own art style,
Yeah.
and that art style is specific to the world that they're building, right? In a live action thing, you suddenly have to take it and try to make it look
make it look
CGI.
real.
realistic.
Like, for example, in Aladdin, they have the genie.
Yeah.
Remember the genie that
Yeah.
was Robin Williams? Well, Will Smith is the genie in the live action one. But the thing with the genie being in a world that is all real, it's obviously CG.
That looks like crap.
Looks like shit. And it's the same with the Lion King.
Do you think kids who are the primary market care?
Yeah, your brain.
No, I tell you what. The young kids don't care because they don't know any different. They
Yeah.
don't know the originals.
Because I remember watching. What's that one where she's the Yellow Brick Road?
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz, the original Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
as a kid, and then 15 years later, watching it again and going, "Oh my god, that's just like painted backdrops."
That's
Yeah.
really, really old.
yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah. But
You're
as
talking
a,
about a film from the 1930s.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, but as a kid,
That was like
Yeah,
the first
that
colour
felt
film.
real. Like that
Yeah.
felt real. Like
Yeah.
she was.
In that world.
Yeah, as a kid, I was in that world, even though
Absolutely.
it's a really shitty production value now.
And look, yeah, but they're also.
But that looks more real to me
Than some
than
of the
these CGI things.
That's like the Jurassic Park dinosaurs. We always enjoy when they're puppets, not
Yeah.
CGI, because they almost look more real as puppets.
Hmm.
If that makes sense.
Puppets are fun as well. 'Cause
Yeah,
you can,
they're,
go,
you can
"Rawr!"
enjoy the art form of it too.
Mm.
But with the,
Oh, not hand puppets. You mean puppets?
yeah, like
Sorry, that's why I went. "Rawr!"
yeah, like the same as the Star Wars and stuff. Like the aliens that are all puppets and
Yeah.
it's more.
I think there's a multifaceted sort of thing. Again, it's about the art style, and you can't bring like the world of magic as well as you can animate it.
See,
compared
but
to
Disney has
CGI.
to do this because Disney used to have the formula of locking away them in the vault for
Yes.
7 years
And
and,
then
then
they re-release
re-releasing.
it.
Now we've got Disney Plus and
Yeah.
they're out there.
And that's what they're doing. They're re-releasing them, but they're
They need to
re-releasing
redo them so people
Well,
spend money to see them.
I have a theory. I have two theories. One, the controversies written about the race swaps and everyone getting angry about it. I don't think people are getting angry about it. I think it's just that Disney is paying journalists. I mean,
Do you mean
they
it's like the tobacco companies actually saying it's really difficult to quit,
Yeah.
so people don't quit?
Yes.
Yeah.
But remember,
They're
what's it
creating
Because
called?
I don't think
drama.
anyone cares that it's an actual issue.
No,
Yeah.
because Disney own ABC and MSNBC.
Hmm.
Big corporation. They've obviously got influences in a whole bunch of other places. So all they need is to pay a handful of people to say, write a story about this.
Write a story saying people are in an uproar about it. Because I actually don't know anybody who could give two shits. Like I said, I personally...
As long as you don't name the people, as long as you say people.
I mean, but like, honestly, everyone I've spoken to about it, they say things like, can you believe people are upset about it? I'm like, I actually don't know
Anyone
that's upset
about it. You know, it's just, I think it's just a media ploy to do that. And secondly, the reason why they're redoing all these, and this is what takes me to redoing it, these ones here, now without being able to own physical media, like it's really hard. No one owns a VHS, a DVD player anymore. Or if they do, they don't buy DVDs anymore. They don't buy Blu-rays anymore. Everything is streamed. Now, they've taken the power out of people's hands, where you used to go, I want to watch a film, I own the film, I put it in my DVD player or Blu-ray player, whatever it is, and you can watch it. Now you're at the demand, or you're at the beck and call of the streaming services. So if the streaming services decide, we're not going to put up the original Little Mermaid, the animated one, or the original whatever it is, only you and your child and your family only have access to the live action one that we just put out to make us more money, then the next generation are only gonna know that live action one. And the one,
let me enhance. Let me get my Bernie Finn out.
Yeah,
politician Bernie Finn. This is irresponsible of Disney Plus that they could do this and ruin the nostalgia. But where were the Greens?
Oh dear. My God. I don't know. Look, personally, I'm not a huge fan of the remakes just because it probably is a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah.
And they also put in new songs that you're like, this wasn't in the original. We don't know.
I know.
this
I know. You just want the original.
You do.
You just want the original.
I think
it's like, I really fucking love, I hardly watch it, but my guilty pleasure over the last 3 or 4 years, I have watched Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Toy Stories.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah, because they remind you of your childhood.
And I just remember being like, oh, Finding Nemo, like, put it on. And then, like, the credits are rolling. I'm like, holy shit, I've watched the entire...
Yeah.
And it just brought back so many great memories.
For me, being a child of the 90s, like...
It was the golden era of Disney.
There was...
It was that Disney Renaissance.
I think The Little Mermaid came out in 89, but...
But that was the start of the Renaissance, because then you had, like, Hunchback of Notre Dame, you had Mulan, you had Hercules,
you had Cheese TV,
Beauty
and
the
you had to
Beast.
get up on Saturdays to watch your Disney.
Yeah, Saturday Disney.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's where it was all at. But yeah, like Lion King, I think
Lion King was the first
You said
one
as well that was the first time you ever went to the cinemas. It's the first time I ever went to the cinemas to see Lion King. It's very nostalgic, so I can understand
but I think
the
as
bias.
Well, all those films were.
Am I wrong? No, it's
No,
the kids.
it's the
who
children.
are
I
wrong.
think those films there were all
I
brand
Turch.
new, so maybe based on old stories, but they were
Some
brand.
of them were.
no,
Lion
no.
King wasn't.
I know, or Hamlet, but it's brand new properties in the sense of there's new characters. Like the Simba from the Lion King was a new character. The Hunchback
Simba and Pumbaa.
Yeah. No, Timon.
Timon and
Thing.
Pumbaa.
Oh, actually, do you know The Lion King? I never saw it in the cinema.
Yeah.
I was meant to see it in the cinema, but I was really sick. I was living in Perth. One of my family members had flown over from Melbourne and was staying with us because I remember I got kicked out of my bedroom because this family member needed my bedroom to sleep in, and I don't know. But I was really, and so she was going to take me out to see The Lion King. I was very excited. My sister were going to go see The Lion King, and I remember having it must have been like tonsillitis, like really sore throat. I couldn't go. I was sleeping on my parents' bed, and they came back and they'd watched The Lion King, all excited. But I got given one of those giant lollipops to make up the fact that I didn't get to see The Lion King in the movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Everything worked out in the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you remember they used to have the special movie? You would go to Hoyt's and you'd get the themed popcorn and cup and stuff like that. You could take the cup home.
Oh.
Yeah,
I still do that.
I think they do.
Yeah, they'd still do that. I got a Star Wars cup.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't buy. I barely go to the cinema, and when I do not buy from the candy bar.
No, we smuggle.
We're
things
too
in.
poor.
I just think that we should make a ban on any remakes or sequels for a while. I think there should be like a 10-year period where they actually have to come up with...
You know what I fucking want?
With new things.
I want...
Yeah, no one makes
I
anything.
want fucking Hollywood to wake the fuck up. Where is my great movies like Wedding Crashers, Old School? Where are the comedies?
Comedies,
You're
yeah.
right.
Where
Comedies
are those just...
There's not any anymore. Because a lot of them now, they
straight
cheap
to
out there and they
Netflix.
go straight to Netflix. That's
Or
where they
Netflix
are.
to sponsor, or Amazon.
They're just not around. You just can't, like... I can't think of a great comedy movie
Yeah.
that isn't like 10 years old.
Yeah, I still think the best
Yeah.
comedy movie of all time is... there's a few. But one of the best, like the last best comedy of all time is like Happy Gilmore.
Mm.
Like, I can't think of
We
a
love Happy Gilmore.
film funnier than Happy Gilmore since
But
Happy Gilmore.
there's nothing like... If you think about it, there was Happy Gilmore, there was Big Daddy...
Oh, he's still
you're
putting
just
everything.
you're
Now he's just doing Adam
listing
Sandler films.
No, but Big Daddy was good, and then you move on later on. But like, Wedding Crashers,
Sorry,
Old School.
the last really good comedy film was probably The Hangover.
Yeah.
And then they ruined it
and then they ruined it with
sequels.
2 and 3.
Yeah, see what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you're right. The Hangover, the original Hangover, was very funny.
But I think from there, that's it. They've there's been nothing else, and it's just been sequels, and all the sequels have been bad.
All remakes.
All remakes, yeah. And I'm just sick of all of them. Whereas I think like the 70s and 80s, we had stuff like the Naked Gun series, which is all fantastic.
Casino, Goodfellas.
Flying High. There was.
Actually, that was more 95. But anyway.
I think the Marvel films now are what people consider comedy films,
they're not fucking comedies.
but they're not funny. I haven't watched.
I don't watch. I have no attention.
I can't keep up
Did you
with
see?
Marvel.
Did you see? There was, the kid that one of the actors that was in the new Dune film, Dune. Anyway, he spoke to Leonardo DiCaprio, and Leonardo DiCaprio had two things to say to him. He said, "Don't do hard drugs."
Yeah.
And don't do any Marvel films. Any superhero films. I'm like, beautiful advice. And that's why Leonardo DiCaprio can bang 22-year-olds for the rest of his life.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. There's not been anything original for a long time. And look, maybe that's because of the way the world is now. No one goes to the cinema anymore. There's you don't make money
it's
off
risk
it.
reward.
No, I think they're just worried about being cancelled, or they want to appear a certain way.
Yeah.
No, it's risk reward. They've spent all this money on these properties, like Marvel, the Marvel stuff, and they're like, well, we don't want to have the. It's easy to go. People already know what Fantastic Four is. People already know what XYZ is.
Yeah, they already know Spider-Man.
So we don't need any brand recognition. We can just put something out, and people go, "I'm excited because I know that." Whereas if you when's the last time you saw a film that you didn't know anything about?
Earlier this year, and I can't even remember. But I went.
Yeah, there you go.
I spent money on a ticket and had a great time.
There you go.
We.
Oh, Top Gun.
That's a sequel.
That's
Top
a
Gun
sequel.
Maverick. I saw that 4 times.
There you go.
Oh God.
And I would see it again.
There you go.
If you want to go see it, it will be playing at the Astor.
Oh, there you go. Very
Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick.
back to back.
Fucking love Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, there you go. Kieran, you got some news for us?
Speaking of, sorry, I just wanted to say that I am excited for a new film to come out. The Weird Al.
the Weird Al biopic.
Is coming out, and I'm really excited for that.
Those are the only films that have been like we saw the Freddie Mercury one, like the Queen one,
the
Elton John
biopics.
one. All the biopics, I'm really excited.
But obviously, the Weird Al one's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be funny.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
So there we go. That's a comedy. I think maybe it's because the window's open. There's mozzies getting in.
Well, you know.
Food delivery robot casually drives under police tap through active crime scene.
Oh yes. Most direct route.
A delivery robot has driven through a suspected active shooter scene at Hollywood High School.
Jesus, that just brings it up a notch.
Shooter.
What's that? An active shooter scene at the Hollywood High School in Hollywood. The shooting was later determined to be a hoax.
Well, that's okay then. Everything worked out for the best.
Holy shit, what the fuck is going on? What a wild ride.
Funny as that. That's pretty funny. Got another one here, Turch.
Yeah.
Customers are stealing shopping baskets instead of buying bags.
Good.
Oh, they're just taking the baskets home with them.
Do you know how many people I've seen recently?
Not spending 20 cents on a
No.
bag. Take the
Take
basket.
whole
Do you know how many people I've seen recently just push trolleys around the streets? Like, not homeless people, just regular people.
Probably because they've also forgotten bags and
Yeah.
they don't
And
want
just
to pack
dump the
bags.
trolley. Dump the trolley in the middle of nowhere. Absolutely ridiculous. I have no idea where it's going. Kieran, do you know what a pearl necklace is?
A pearl necklace.
Yes,
It's
yes.
a necklace with pearls.
Okay. Do you know the other term of what a pearl necklace is?
Educate me, Turch.
Oh,
Jess?
no.
Okay, that's
I don't
when,
want to explain
when,
it.
when you're having sex with
When a
pretty...
mother and father love each other very much.
yeah. When you're having sex with a pretty lady and she's like, well, not there. No, not there either. Definitely not in my mouth. Just come on me.
Yeah.
And you come on her. Is this right so far? Really
Yeah.
good. And then you come on, and it sort of goes around her neck.
And then it
Creates a necklace.
creates a necklace.
Okay, it's a
yeah.
pearl necklace.
pearl necklace.
Anyway. Pearl necklaces, the people getting jewelry made from semen. For some jizzy jewelry customers, it's a kink. For others, it's much more sentimental. Jeweler and sculptor
Sentimental. Ew.
Amanda Booth opened up a package of bottled semen. For the first thing in the morning, it was a mistake she'd only make once. Fresh samples are one thing, but when they've been in the mail for a bit, you mean, it smells like semen, you know what I mean. So basically this woman...
Jess, would you get a pearl necklace?
No. Ew. Ew. Disgusting.
Okay,
I don't think anybody would.
so
This person has.
This woman is making... So,
She's
I
got
want...
issues.
I want, you want a jewelry made from your partner's semen. So you collect the semen, you send it to this woman. She makes jewelry and sends it back to you.
What does she make it like? Does the semen go inside like glass beads?
Well, look,
or
have a
something?
look. You can see the picture of the lady here.
It just looks
See, like
outside.
the ball there, and there's like a little
So-
something.
So, this
something
is
in the
the
ring?
semen inside of those little
Yeah,
glass
yeah.
beads or something.
So obviously it looks like she dries it up. I'll get the
Ugh.
little video going on here. Let's have a look here. Oh, god dang it. Now it's not working.
Nah, gross.
There you go. So
Oh, yeah.
she's dried it up. She's crushing it up. It looks like. Yeah, look at that. She's
Oh.
crushing it up in there.
Oh,
And there it is.
That's worse. I thought she put the semen. Ugh.
And it's dried up.
You're dry reaching over there.
And then she's putting it in
Lucky
something.
you didn't show me this a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
when
I
I was
know.
much more nauseous.
You see that one? Everyone enjoying that?
That's so. She's actually crushing up dried up semen and using
Yeah,
that
so
as.
it's dried up and it's
Alright,
crushed.
Stop!
And now
stop!
she's putting it in. She's putting it in this.
That's even worse.
There you go. This is someone else's semen. It's not like even she knows the man. This is just someone to ask. There you go.
Someone's
This is,
random-
this is the jeweler
This is the
that's
jeweler.
been delivered the semen.
Oh
There
god!
we go. She tested the process with her husband, and figured how
Honey,
much
I need your help for
how,
something.
how much cum would be needed to work into a sculpture. At least a teaspoon of liquid make for the right clay to cum ratio, she determined.
This is
But-
making me feel so
The more the
sick.
better. And whether the polymer clay would hold up.
Clay to cum ratio.
Honestly,
Oh my
you've
God,
got
it's
to
almost
stop.
like-
I feel so
What's
sick.
that episode in Seinfeld where it's like the good
Here we go.
Chocolate
you have a
to
bunch
ice
of
cream
jizzy
ratio.
samples sitting in the fridge waiting to be processed. Here we go. So let's have yeah, there we go. So it says here,
It's in a kiln.
yeah.
They
there's-
would just kill the semen. I mean, the semen would be dead anyway. by
Yeah,
that
that's
point.
right.
because it's dry.
there you
It's
go.
been
Yeah.
crushed up. Yeah.
There are some
Ugh.
things that should maybe not be
Just
made into.
don't. Yeah.
Made
Just-
into.
How about no? Just don't.
Not into that, Jess?
Oh, that's actually made me. I feel really unwell now. I'm not happy.
Well, look, to make you even more unwell, let's have a look. Did we talk about Lizzo's fridge?
No.
Okay, do you know who Lizzo is?
Yeah, the singer.
The singer. Okay, well, she's partnered up with this app, this Instacart, pairs with celebrities and curates their list. So there's a celebrity and they go, hey, this is what I buy from the supermarket on a usual shop.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hang on. All right, I'm just going to pretend this is Anthony and Jess's usual
Yeah, yeah.
shop. chorizo board.
Jesus
Some flago,
Christ.
some what's it called?
Gabagool.
Gabagool, definitely good gabagool.
What else? Probably some homemade salami.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't.
Oh,
have
some
salami
lovely
anymore.
some pie mags, some
quiche, some
fireworks.
lovely quiche.
Quiche as well, yeah.
Quiche.
Deep cut, boys. All right, so let's have a look. Lizzo, what do you think Lizzo has in her cut? Let's have a look what she's got in her.
Hey, what do you think she has in her car?
Yeah, what do you think she has in her cart?
Chocolates, chips, Samboys.
No, but she's really healthy, remember? She always talks about how she's very healthy.
Okay, I think she had. I'm just trying to find the picture of it. It was really funny. No.
She does always claim that she's
Okay, she's
quite active
vegan.
and healthy. Yeah, there you go. She's vegan.
so-
Oreos!
This is what
Yeah,
she had. Yeah,
yeah.
she had. So this is what was featured:
Mhm.
non-dairy Jerry Garcia ice cream from Ben and Jerry's, Oreos, Perrier sparkling water, and Mrs. Meyer's clean day dish soap. And that was it.
Gotta wash the dishes because I'm sure she washes
Oh,
her
I
own
think
dishes.
there was like a certain chip. There was like those Takis, those sort of other chippy type things, and then the important thing is
Sounds like my brother's vegan shopping list.
the important thing is vegan. There was no vegetables. No, there was lemons and limes.
Yeah, that's
that
right.
was it.
Which I'm sure she put in her gin and
Yeah, I
tonic,
think,
so
yeah.
not much else.
But there was no actual like. If I was a vegan, my grocery list would just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy like
I'm not going to
celery."
fat shame anyone until I know what I know their shopping list is.
Yeah, and now you know. Now you know. It's like she didn't even include apples.
I
Like,
always
or
complain.
bananas.
My brother and his girlfriend are vegans, have been vegans for many years. And I always say to them, then, like, why do you always eat just processed crap? Like, they wonder why they struggle, like, to lose weight. But they eat just fake cheese, fake meat, fake, have a fake ham and fake cheese sandwich on white bread for lunch. It's like, that's not healthy.
Uh-huh. See, I'm on a diet, Jess, and
Yes.
tonight I felt like I apart from the 300 grams of minced pork, which is split into another meal, so 150 grams of I'm looking at the minced pork as well because it's like 500 grams. Going, I have to throw 200 grams out because I'm following this fucking strict diet. Like I want to do really well at it, which also felt. But I had grated 2 zucchinis, 2 carrots.
Yeah.
200 grams of beans. What else is there? There was some other so
Yeah.
it was
Sounds
basically
beautiful and healthy.
meat to vegetable ratio. I was
Yeah.
like, well, there's fucking 5 serves of veg in here,
Yeah. Good.
and a
Good.
little bit of meat.
And it would have been very like
And I felt like what I could have eaten that tonight if I was vegan.
yes.
Apart from the meat, take the
Apart
meat,
from the meat,
take
yeah.
the meat part out. But the meat was nothing
Yeah.
in the whole
It's a small amount.
ratio.
Yeah, it was probably just a little bit for flavour. They could have replaced that with some chickpeas, some
Yeah.
beans,
Lentils.
or
Yeah.
lentils. Yeah, yeah, that's what I always tell them. But I mean, I must admit they're doing great now. But like, there's so many times where they're just like, "Yeah, I just eat a whole thing of Oreos because they're vegan." Because
Oreos are
which
delicious,
is so
so I can't-
healthy. The only reason they're vegan is they've got a cream center, but it's just that cream isn't even cream
sugar.
because it's just sugar.
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't have any flour in them either.
Yeah, they're gluten free.
They're gluten free.
Well, they're just sugar.
Did you know that?
That is like fucking really processed shit. That is not healthy for us.
No,
So-
it's not.
No, I'm really into just some. Like, I really love broccoli,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, I could just have
Broccoli on the barbecue. Oh, by the way, I know I'm getting older because we talk about smoked meats about
Yeah.
every other podcast. But last couple of nights, I've had a big juicy Scotch fillet, and I've put it on the barbecue because I'm like, I really want to replicate the Argentinian method, but I don't have the Argentinian grill. So I was like, maybe I could do this. So indirect heat on the barbecue, not over the flame, on a low heat, and then it turns into like a bit of an oven.
Mm.
And then I've got the thermometer as well. So the thermometer's probed into the meat. And then it beeps when it gets to medium rare.
Mm.
And then I just have to reverse sear it. Oh, fucking delicious.
There you go.
There you go, people.
He's a professional comedian, everybody. At the end of his tether. That's when you know the comedian's going down when they just talk about food.
Smoked meats.
Smoked meats. Smoked meats. You got any more news? I got some more news. And then we
Yeah.
can talk about Miss Chatfield.
Very, very briefly.
I got more videos too. Jesus Christ, I got a lot of shit this episode.
You said you had nothing.
I sort of build it up. it's like my semen for the
Avalanche
pearl necklace.
of sex toys spill out onto highway after truck flips over.
Avalanche.
Journalists are
Can
great,
you imagine, like, you're skiing and you just see all these dildos flying down next to you?
right? A video of what appeared...
Oh, man, that could go in the back! Stupid sexy Flanders.
A video of what appeared to be sex toys and tubes of lube spread across a freeway following a truck
Slimy.
crash. A box truck and a semi-truck collided, leaving the latter overturned and some of...
Wait, did one truck have lube?
One had dildos. And then they crashed into each other.
Yeah.
That's great.
It is great.
How?
Imagine driving past and just seeing a bunch of sex toys all over the road.
Mum, what's that?
Oh, that looks fun. It was actually Lizzo's meal kit. That was what she actually ordered instead.
God.
Alright, here we go. This article came out in May 2017, but I thought I'd bring it in because it sort of leads me into the Abbie Chatfield.
Mm-hmm.
Why men get turned on when you orgasm, since it's obviously a woman writing it, and why that's a bad thing.
Oh, dear.
So the whole article is her having issues with men and not being able to form a relationship or understand people. But but the whole thing is that she doesn't like when men try to give her orgasms.
Who's this reporter?
Her name is it's just the editors. It's everybody at everyone at Cosmopolitan.
Oh, it's a Cosmopolitan.
That's why I got Jess here. It's all right.
Yeah.
Now, the question would be, as a guy, it's like, well, why wouldn't you want? Like,
Why wouldn't you want to?
why wouldn't
Jess,
you want to
you're
come?
an expert in Cosmopolitan. What is the age range? Is this a teenage mag or is this a young adult mag?
It's supposed to be. It's directed at young adults.
Like 15 to
no,
22?
it's directed at. It's probably directed at supposed to be directed at people my age, 20s, 30s. But the people that read it are about 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the advice. The advice that they're getting given is that men should, like, the fact that men get turned on when you are having an orgasm is actually bad. And I'm going to put it out there.
I don't think it's bad. It's very exciting.
I think for both parties,
Yeah.
that's probably like the highest.
That's the peak,
That's
basically,
peak.
of...
Like, that's
Isn't
really
that
good.
exactly what climaxing is? Like,
Yeah,
it's the
that's what-
climax
the
of
climax,
the whole
yeah.
situation.
Because after the climax, it's downhill.
It's-
Imagine if you had a climax and your partner goes, I didn't want that for you. Wait, what's going on here? Why are we having sex then?
or like if you orgasm and they're like, that didn't turn me on.
Yeah. I'm actually really dry at the moment.
That just put me off. Stop.
Oh, you like that?
We're done now.
You like that? Oh, I don't know about that.
Done. See ya.
I can, but you can't.
What this woman is really describing is that rape is better. Because...
Sounds like it.
It sounds
doesn't
like it. It's like, oh, well, if he's really... Because rapists don't care if the other person has...
Did you read the article? I want to understand.
Okay, we can have a bit of a scan through.
I want to
Of
understand
course,
the
guys
mindset.
manage to make your orgasm about themselves. That's the...
Okay.
Okay. So it's not enough that men are already having more orgasms than women. I'll tell you why. That's needed to procreate. And one is not. That's usually the reason. But I'm going to continue. To make matters worse, a new study published in the Journal of Sex Research, very highly accredited thing, aside from deriving pleasure from their own orgasms, obviously, men also derive specific sort of masculine pleasure from making their female partner's orgasm. The researchers in the study referred to this incredibly predictable phenomenon as masculinity achievement. I'm not exactly sure what it means. This is the editors. Remember, this is multiple people. Right?
You would be very proud of yourself.
Yeah. Guys are goal-orientated. I made you come. Tick box. Pretty happy with myself.
I have a masculine
I
achievement.
honestly think
Tick.
that's so much better than finishing sex. If a guy finishes and you don't, as a woman, you don't finish. I always feel like the guy would feel a little bit disheartened and be like, "Oh, well, I didn't do a very good job, did I?"
Yeah.
Unless they're complete fucking assholes
Again,
and don't care about the other person in their
rapists,
relationship.
they don't care
Yeah.
if you come. They just care about them getting off.
Yeah, there's plenty of guys out there who don't care about that sort of thing. They're just, especially like one-night stands, they just want to finish and roll over. They don't care about you. I would feel like that person didn't care about me. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, do you want to hear about the study itself? This is always my favorite part of these stories. The study gathered 810 men to read a story where they had to imagine an attractive woman either did or did not have an orgasm during sex with them. Each man was then asked to rate their sexual esteem and extent they'd feel masculine after the scenario. The results are what you expect. Men felt more masculine and felt high self-esteem when they imagined a woman orgasmed with them. These results suggest that women's orgasms do function, to a lesser part, as a masculinity achievement for men. I don't think it's really... The wording on those questions are really fucked.
I just don't like that science. I think the researcher needs to be in the bedroom doing an observational study.
But I don't think it's about, like, oh, I feel more masculine. It's like, no. I'm happy that the person I'm also having sex with also achieved a climax.
Well, hang on. It's an
We both won!
Is
this a bad thing? I'm happy that we both won!
Yeah, I don't understand.
No. You're happy that your imaginary person
Yes!
won.
Even crazier!
Yeah, it's not even a real...
That's like just getting a study. It's like, oh, did you know that if people did something and there was no consequences, they would kill people? And it's like, yeah, I would, if there's no consequences, I would rob a bank, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. None of that makes any sense to me at all, but there you go. That's my woman's perspective on it.
Despite focusing on women's orgasms, research indicated that increased attention to women's orgasm may also also serve men's sexuality.
Who are these people?
They're
such a minority that tell women that this is what everybody thinks.
But this is what women actually believe.
No, they don't.
A certain
I
subsect
wouldn't know
of women.
any woman that believes
Hang on, at
this.
15, would you have believed this, Jess?
Probably not.
There's definitely a subset of women who
But
read
like
Cosmopolitan.
I said, it is directed towards more mid to late 20s.
But that's even worse because obviously they
30s.
keep writing this and they've got enough.
It's always directed at single women.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's never.
Well,
directed.
yeah, that's the turning age of 30. That's
Yeah.
the turning age of when they turn into crazy cat ladies.
Mm.
And they're like, well, yeah, that's why I can't get a relationship because men just think that I'm an accomplishment to get me to orgasm. It's like, no, because you're a crazy cat lady.
As Bill
Clearly
Burr,
they've got a
as
really-
Bill Burr says, it's not the men putting women down. It's the female feminists that aren't watching the WNBA.
Yeah.
I agree with that
Yeah.
statement. I don't know.
We're
they
spending
seem
our
like
money
they have
on
a very-
jerseys.
These women sound like they have a very warped view on sex, and it's
Well,
not very healthy
speaking-
at all.
Well, speaking of
Maybe
someone,
they need some counselling.
Or speaking of someone who has a warped reality on sex. Oh, Abbie Chatfield, she's back on the fucking prowl. She's back.
Oh God!
Yeah, we're going to talk
Which is
about.
apparently why I'm here.
Aren't you excited, Jess? This is your favorite.
We've had
person
2
in the world.
episodes of Turch and I just bashing Abbie Chatfield. And I feel like we really need to balance it out with at least...
Okay. Kieran, I know that we only do one take podcast, and we start and we're good to go. But I'm going to break the fourth wall here just a little bit because I talk about my family a lot, right?
Yeah.
If we start off a show and something's not working, we just start the show again.
Yeah, we've done that a couple of times.
A couple of times. We're like, you know what? Let's just start it again.
That wasn't a great intro. Let's just go back. Redo it.
It's really easy just to scrap that first intro and just do it again and do it properly. You know, instead of trying to fix it up in post or just starting the show off on a bad way. It's so much better if we start the show off well, usually goes well throughout the rest of the show. This is the latest episode. This episode was called How to... what's Abbie's sex life up to now or something like that.
Because everyone fucking cares.
Everyone cares, right? And I got proof that no one cares in this episode. She has to say it herself. But this clip is called How to Start a Show. This is after the Welcome to Country for the Aboriginals.
Do they do a welcome to country?
Oh yeah, every episode.
Get out.
It's it.
Yeah, they do an acknowledgement of country, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It's pre-recorded, so they just slip it in.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
this is the start of the episode. The theme tune's playing, and then this happens.
All right, should I start?
Yes.
Keep that in.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
No! Just start it again! Don't use it! Cut it out!
I think they're trying to be like, yeah, cute.
Okay, you say that. But that's not really true. Anyway, so the whole point of this episode is what Abbie did on the weekend. And what she did on the weekend, everybody,
God.
was that she went on 2 dates. Now, last episode, I'm sure you remember, Kieran, she's back on the prowl.
Yeah.
And what the big thing is on the prowl is she's got a roster of men that she wants to have sex with. This is just
Sorry, you guys
so
can't
fun.
see me rolling my eyes.
It's just all eye rolling on this half of the room over here.
I should probably add. Okay, so I've been saying this to you both. My opinion on Abbie Chatfield before we start is that I saw her on her season of The Bachelor.
Mhm.
I'm sure you guys probably didn't even see that. I saw that, and it was very uncomfortable watching her. So as a Bachelor contestant, she was pretty much just using her sexuality to get to the finale. And it's quite well known that the only reason she got to the finale was not because of the Bachelor's choice, it was the producer's choice, because she was overly sexual.
Good TV ratings.
She was, she was like, famous scene of her was her like dry humping the Bachelor on the beach. Like it was, interesting to say the least. But I watched it anyway, and I was glad when she didn't win.
I remember her because when I saw her, because
Yeah.
Turch was like, "Do you know who Abbie is?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I've got no fucking idea." And then when I saw a photo of her, I was like, "The punky recaps from The Bachelor."
From The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So she was sort of a bit of a villain character. She wasn't very nice to the other girls either, which gave me these. I went to an all-girl high school,
Mhm.
traumatizing in itself,
Mm.
but it gave me some pretty solid flashbacks of being in high school, watching Abbie, the way she talks, the way she handles herself, the way she you get the feeling that she's being really sweet to your face, and the second you walk away, she's
Talking behind your back.
talking behind your back. Have you guys I know Anthony's seen Mean Girls because I've made him watch Mean Girls. Have you seen
I've
Mean
seen
Girls?
Mean Girls, yeah.
You know where the bit where
Like, I like
Lindsay
your
Lohan,
dress.
Lindsay Lohan realizes Regina Georges is like, "Oh, I like your bracelet. That's really cute." That fugly bracelet, like walks away.
Yeah.
That's
what
what I
Abbie-
feel like Abbie Chatfield is like, especially now that she's come and she's got these podcasts and she talks about feminism and she talks about women empowerment. It's hard for me to take her seriously when I feel like she's empowering women to the masses and through a podcast, but then talking shit about them behind their backs and calling them sluts.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of feeling you get from her.
Well, anyway, she's got this big roster of men, both from here in Australia and international, that she wants to have sex with. And we'll talk about what she did in the lockdown, because she brings that up in this episode. But what she did was she went on 2 dates. And both of them were with white guys, but one of the white guys she went on a date with was super, super funny
Okay.
and made
Comedian.
her laugh. Right?
I had drinks and dinner with someone, and it was genuinely like a straight man made me laugh. Straight white man made me laugh so hard that I couldn't breathe multiple times.
So she's implying that straight white men, they don't make her laugh usually.
Okay. Now look.
Despite
right,
the fact we fucking watched her on The Bachelor laughing at this guy and dry humping
So-
him on the beach.
so-
Constantly.
Does the Indian drivers in the cabs make her laugh?
So
Like what?
I
She's
sat
trying to
there.
imply only white gay guys make her
So
laugh.
I put together a list of comedians that I like.
Yeah.
And these are the comedians I like that are, I put a big list together because I love a lot of comedians, but these are the comedians I like that are white.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but you're a cis male.
I don't know. But you like these most of these people too.
Okay, yeah.
It's Louis C.K.,
Yep.
Bill Burr,
Yep.
Jimmy Carr,
Oh, yeah.
Adam Sandler,
Uh-huh.
Norm Macdonald,
Yep.
Ricky Gervais,
Yep.
Larry David,
Fuck
James
yeah.
A. Custer, George Carlin,
Mhm.
Robin Williams, Bill Hicks, Rodney Dangerfield, Jerry Seinfeld, Andy Kaufman, Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah, that's some of my favorites.
Yeah. If I had a list, I think it would be identical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are just my white guys. I've got like Chris Rock. I've got Dave Chappelle.
Oh, I guess I was
I've got-
going to say, plenty of hilarious
I
black
know,
comedians.
but if we just go, okay, straight white guys that are funny, there's a fuck ton of them. And even if you get rid of the Jews out of that list, like you get rid of Adam Sandler, you get rid of Larry David,
yeah,
there's
that's
still a lot of Bill Burr, top shelf, Norm Macdonald, top shelf comedy guys. So, but she's never had a white guy ever make her laugh.
Make her laugh.
Which is
She
just
must
like,
not watch
you
any
know,
television.
She's on the rainy, like, oh, she just contradicts
Okay,
herself
so
constantly.
she likes to go out and just has sex with guys, but her friend doesn't like to do that. So her friend doesn't like to do that. Her friend more just likes to kiss guys, but doesn't have sex with them,
Okay.
especially early on.
All right.
Maybe prefer her name. But she will always go home with someone, kiss them, and then kick them out. Because she's like, the kiss is all I really wanted. Like she's like we've like followed people around the Gold Coast, like up to the fucking casino, like yuck, just for her to have like a kiss with someone.
Okay, so maybe your friend isn't a whore.
Yeah.
Maybe your friend's a feminist.
Maybe your friend just like doesn't want to like have sex with every single guy that was nice to her. She's just like, you know.
Yeah, like, why not, like, each to their own, whatever.
Okay, I got this clip. I got this
cares?
clip on her views on the two men she went on the date with.
This is so random, but I think I have like
It's so random on her podcast about the two guys that she went on a date with. That's how random this is.
this is so random, but I think I have like feelings for both of them, equal measure, not extreme, just like equal measure feelings that are reasonable and rational. And for different reasons. And I can acknowledge why I prefer different parts about different people.
Clear thinking.
Clear thinking and like, and being able to see like, not like putting people on a pedestal and like, not like
Yeah.
being obsessed with someone and being like, no, they're the perfect person for me. I can see like pros and cons in different people that I'm seeing.
Okay, called dating. I mean, you know.
Fucking last episode. Do you have clips from last episode?
I don't have them here, but continue. Talk about it.
Because last episode she was talking about how she really wanted to get with this guy, but she can't.
Yeah. Yeah, but now she's stuck between two men. for
But now
different
she's got equal feelings.
reasons. Okay, so now that she's talking
She
about...
said a lot of words there that I don't believe she understands.
I think...
I guarantee she does.
There's a lot of that coming up.
I don't
So-
even,
oh, wait,
she even
you're gonna love
understand
this.
what equal means.
Okay, you're gonna love this, because it's right after that she says this.
Mm-hmm.
Am I healing them?
Is she what?
Is she healing Lem? Lem is her lesbian
Oh, that's right.
co-host.
Yes.
Lesbian producer. It's not really the
Is
co-host.
she healing?
Yeah.
Maybe she's just not in love with either of them.
Okay, are you ready for Lem's response and her to completely ignore it?
Yeah. Lem.
Well, is that a text from someone?
It's actually an email from Max Korstolfen
Oh, okay,
saying
okay.
planning meeting 4:30. So actually nothing exciting.
Okay, that's not exciting.
Boring.
at all.
Fuck's sake.
So Lem was about to answer. I was like, wait, are you getting like a phone call?
You're ignoring me on your phone.
Are
Right
you
now.
just ignoring me? Is it? No, I got an email. And then they never get back to what they were talking about. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so the question is, so there is another person in the room. We've talked about this guy, and he is the videographer, because there's also video
Yes.
of this
yeah,
podcast.
They're filming it.
I tried to see what it is like on YouTube, and I think they only put like small little clips of it. And I think if you want to watch it, you've got to pay for a Patreon or a fund
Okay.
to Stitcher or whatever the place is. iHeartRadio, right?
Mhm.
So the guy also asked the question, but the guy obviously is not given the nice equipment.
Aw.
So Lem sounds really great,
Yeah.
and this guy, I can't remember his name, sounds like he's in a well.
Steve.
Can I ask how many on the roster?
On the roster, wait,
Okay.
IRL or
Yeah.
online?
Okay.
Sounds like he's in the fucking toilet. Steve's just taking a shit, shouting out. What else is happening out there?
Okay, so his question is related to the how many are on the roster.
Yeah,
and
on her sexual
on her
roster.
sexual roster. And then let's have a listen to what her response is.
Can I ask how many on the roster?
On the roster, IRL or
Yeah.
online as well?
Let's go IRL. Go
Just
both.
two. Just two IRL thus
Okay.
far. Actually, maybe
okay.
three. There's a third one that I was meant to go on a date with, but I had a migraine, so I didn't go on the date. Maybe three. Two. I think two is my limit. I think two. I don't have the mental or emotional capacity to have feelings for more than two people at the same time.
Okay.
She gives me a migraine. Do I sound like this when I talk? I
No.
know I talk high pitch and I know I talk a lot, but do I sound like this?
I'm sorry. No, you don't. I'm calling bullshit on the migraine.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine by me.
I don't believe she had a migraine.
I don't believe she had a migraine.
Okay, another clip. These are always going to be my favorite clips. Jess can't use mine. She's a professional vocalist, everybody. Can't use a microphone.
Sorry.
Abbie Chatfield
I was
really
getting
getting
really
to
worked
her.
up.
These are some of my favorite clips. I'll sprinkle them through, but it's now that she's famous, it's better to be famous and single than it was to not be famous and single. So those clips are always my favorite.
So as well, I'm not like sitting here being like, oh my God, I've been in COVID lockdown for so fucking long. Because also, I haven't been single out of COVID lockdown.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking
Wow, she's never been single and out of lockdown except for the time she was on The Bachelor.
Oh, I feel that was pre-COVID.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
She's never been. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like pre? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
She's been single and not in a lockdown.
That's
before.
right.
I think she must mean since out of lockdown. She
Okay.
hasn't been single.
So they're talking about the need to like talk and feel and touch
Sorry,
other
Turch.
people.
This is like your Christmas day.
Oh man, I love this show so much. Explaining it to people.
I don't know why. Honestly, she stresses me out listening to it.
She's talking. They're all talking about how COVID, like everyone felt a little bit more distant.
Mhm.
And there's a whole bunch of clips here that are really wrong.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just listen to. I think Lem's talking in this one. This one here. So Lem's talking about how the importance of connectivities with people, including with animals.
fucking craving it. Like one of my friends said that a dog licked his hand after not touching someone for 3 months and he cried. Like
So Lem is like a friend of mine.
Lem seems very rational and
Yeah,
level-headed.
a bit weird that like a dog licks you and you start bawling your eyes out. Seems a bit weird. But Abbie, that's okay. Bring it back to Abbie. That's the important thing.
What does Abbie say?
saying.
Walter doesn't give me kissies.
Oh, really?
So Walter is her dog.
Yeah.
I know it's actually fucked up, but like I'm trying to get him to give me. I'm got my peanut butter on my face and be like kissy and see if he. I just want him to kiss me so badly.
Peanut butter on my
I
face.
just want to give me a little kiss to show me he loves me.
Aww.
White girls like to kiss their dog on the mouth, 'cause that's what white girls are all about. They spread whipped cream on their genitals to get their dog to live
Everyone sing along.
inside their holes, yeah. White girls fuck dogs. They fuck them. White girls fuck dogs.
Come on,
They
give me a sing
really
it.
fuck them. White girls fuck
Can anyone say my massive eye rolls right now?
Thank you, Rusty Cage, for that beautiful song.
I feel like the correct response from Abbie should have been like, "Oh yeah, lockdown was hard. That is really terrible.
Yeah.
That people, that person's
She's
not,
like, oh, my dog
got-
doesn't kiss me.
If your dog doesn't kiss you, something. Even the
My
dog, knows
dog
you're disgusting.
doesn't stop kissing me. He loves me.
Well, there might be a reason. There might be a reason why the dog didn't kiss
Some
her.
dogs
Because
some dogs aren't affectionate. Like
well,
that.
look, there might be a reason why her dog doesn't kiss her, and that's because she's basically a cam whore. Do you
I
know
was
what a
gonna
cam
say,
whore is?
does the dog know she's got herpes? Dog's just aware.
Do you know
Dogs are just no.
Do you know what a cam whore is?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. You'll understand why the dog might not want to lick her.
I bought lingerie that I've not worn in front of anyone because I was FaceTime fucking so many people that I was like, well, what else can I do to spice it up? Like, how many times can you see a big fat fucking dildo go inside my pussy? Like how many? Like, surely it gets boring after a while. I better put some fucking tinsel on this thing, Like, I better like put some decoration on.
So she was.
So my question about this is: she implying that she was FaceTime fucking people because she was in lockdown?
Yeah.
But wasn't she in a relationship?
Yeah.
Where are the videos?
There's got to be.
There's
Some
gotta be
guy's
videos
got to have
out there.
recorded her dildoing herself with this lingerie on.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's out there somewhere. I will put a $100 bounty on it.
Oh, they'd be out there.
$100.
But she'd be the kind of person that would want that shit leaked so she gets more famous.
Well, you say that. You say that, Jess. Because she is famous.
She's not.
When I was dating before COVID, because I my whole career has been in COVID. So, like, it was so weird. It was like I had this whole new life and I had to try and explain it to people during COVID. And then I was dating people who, like, weren't in the public eye. And now I'm kind of only dating people who are.
Yeah, that's right, because she's famous. She only dates people in the public eye. Now, Kieran, I know that you're really interested in...
She's a fucking, like, F-grade Australian celebrity.
Yep.
But Kieran, you're really interested...
She's the type of person... I was at the ESPY, and I fucking was, a table away from Mick Malloy.
Mm. Mick
Right.
Malloy is much more famous than her.
famous.
Oh, yeah.
And do you know what? Everyone in the fucking ESPY did?
What?
Didn't fucking interrupt him. And did Mick Malloy make a big deal that he
No.
was eating at the ESPY? No. He fucking had a
He
meal
had a
with his
good time,
friends.
yeah.
Like,
Well, okay.
I feel like if she was at the ESPY or anywhere, it would be a big... She would make it a big fucking...
Well,
Yeah.
okay. I've got proof that exactly what you said is correct.
Yeah.
When I was dating before COVID, because I don't want to deal with the headlines. And I get not being fucked to deal with the headlines and have strangers take photos of us, like at dinner, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been on a couple of dates, people, no one's taken photos of me and they're taking photos with me, but not like a sneaky that I know of.
So, I know there was a lot in there, and I think I have to play this clip for you a couple of times, but what you basically said was that she's been on dates with random people after this breakup, and people see her around and want to get a photo with her, but no one takes photos of her and whoever's at the table with her. Because they don't care about her relationship. They just want a photo with Abbie.
Yeah.
So she's famous, but not famous enough for people to actually care who she's with.
There's no fucking paparazzi
No,
following
no,
her.
that's
Oh, what
right.
a shame.
Okay. Here's a good back-to-back clip. we got. This is something that when we reviewed that porn star Bridget B's podcast, she was asked the same question.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, what's the perfect date for you? Like, I know it's a fucking cheesy ass question, but
No,
I have
I
no
have an answer.
idea, like, what you'd be into.
Okay, so we all know what the perfect date is, according to Bridget B. And that's what we agree to. We're all
Quail eggs.
Quail egg hunting. And
Yes! I was trying to remember. The quail eggs. Oh, fucking hell. Sorry, I got completely forgot about that.
Your face before was like, what the
I
fuck?
was like, who is she? I can't remember.
You remember now.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta love a good first quail egg date. It's been a long time since I've been on a first date.
But here we go. What Abbie's perfect date? Are we all excited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we know
Yeah.
what to do.
Okay.
We're in Sydney.
Yeah, okay, where's Sydney?
Someone comes to my house.
Mm-hmm.
We walk down to the beach.
Oh,
We
they
get
have to
fishing.
come to your house.
They come to my house
You
first.
can't go to their house.
No, because I have to give Walter a kissy before I leave, and I don't
Okay.
really want to walk to them.
Forced
Okay,
kiss
so
I
you're
in the
bar
live
on
dark.
your
near the
face.
beach. I live near the beach.
Okay.
We walk down to the beach. We get fish and chips on the way. Then we get a carton of beer, and then we go and sit on the beach
I love
eat fish and
this.
chips
I fucking
and have a
love
beer
this.
and fish and chips. And then maybe after that, then we maybe go out for like a cocktail afterwards if we feel like going to like a nice bar or something. Or we go home and we fuck.
She's not extravagant. Is she? I actually
love
find that quite relatable. You know, that's nice.
Really, there's real two options at the end there. We go out, continue the
Beautiful
date,
cocktails
beautiful,
or
or we just
Fuck.
You just give me a pearl necklace.
I think that's a lot of girls would enjoy a date like that. I mean, that's pretty much a standard weekend.
That's a standard effort, yeah.
It's nice.
Okay, so she went on this date with this guy.
Uh-huh.
And
Did you go to the beach?
No. They
Did
went
you
out
get a
for-
pearl necklace?
They went out for no. Well, didn't even do that. We'll find out more. But this is about paying.
Uh-huh.
Now, very important. She's a feminist. Remember, she's a feminist.
Mhm.
But here we go. Who paid for the date?
Lem, I never do
Yeah, I
this.
know. It's like,
Ever. I always pay because I just get so anxious and I feel like everyone thinks that I earn all this money and then they think that I'm a dickhead for not paying for everyone all the time.
Okay, so she went out. This is the first time ever she's gone on a date, and she let the date pay for the meal. Usually she pays because everyone thinks she's really well off as a celebrity, right? But why didn't she pay? Let's get to the crux of it.
Also, I let someone pay for me last night.
Oh.
Go me. And I let it happen. I didn't try to pay.
Didn't even try, right?
That's all it takes.
That's
It's
all it
just
takes.
offering.
I'll pay. Okay.
So in the past, that means the guys she's dated haven't even fucking offered to pay.
Yeah, that's right.
They've just been looking at her like, "You gonna
You
get
pay.
this?" Yeah.
But what's the real reason why she always pays? And this is a real like
It's a real insight into
yeah,
her
real this
real
deep
mind.
in the core.
Okay,
of,
alright.
like,
It's almost like it slips out.
I think it slips out.
Yeah.
What it is, I think that I'm insecure that my company isn't enough. So I feel like I have to pay for like not for them to be with me, but it's like I have to like I'm like I just don't want you. I also don't want people to think that I'm like using them. I don't know.
Did you catch
The
that?
way she meekly says, "My company isn't enough."
Enough, so I have to pay money. Please stay.
Sorry, I just went straight to like, is she a prostitute?
Yeah, it feels like she's a
Or-
prostitute.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she does this thing of she's just a slutty woman, but she is so insecure of herself that she makes herself out to be like a prostitute. She FaceTime fucks these guys, buys lingerie, she becomes a cam whore, and will on her first date can either go get drinks or just fuck them. It feels like like the way she describes it is very.
I think from her point of view, she's just very openly sexual, and she's just comfortable in her sexuality.
comfortable doing that, yeah.
Yeah.
But Jess, she's so smart. She even has a degree.
What it is, I'm very good at math. I actually have a degree in property economics. Everyone forgets that all the time. Someone the other day made a joke to me and was like, "Because you know how we're really bad at math," and I was like, "I have a degree in basically math, babe."
Okay,
Sorry, what?
Hang on, whoa.
shall we go back one more time to that one there?
What the fuck did you just say?
Okay, you ready? Now, I didn't speed this clip up. This is just how it is.
No, I'm very good at math. I actually have a degree in property economics. Everyone forgets that all the time. Someone the other day made a joke to me and was like, "Because you know how we're really bad at math," and I was like, "I have a
you sure
degree
no
in
one sped that
basically
up?
math, babe."
I didn't. I just clipped it exactly
At one
from.
point, she sounds like freaking Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Did you say prop economics?
So she has a degree
yeah.
in property economics.
Oh, property
Now,
economics.
I had
right.
a look on. I thought to myself, well, look, I went to a university, and I went into the business section, and I knew pretty much all the degrees that you understand where you talk to people, what people do, economics, law, accounting, business, finance. Most of those are just the degrees that you do. And I thought to myself, I haven't heard of this. Let me Google it. And there was 2 universities in the whole country that have something to do with property economics.
Mm-hmm.
One was Deakin University, and it was a first-year subject.
Right.
And then I went to the Queensland University. I can't remember what it's for. The Queensland University, obviously where she went to because she lived in Brisbane, all that sort of stuff. Queensland. And they have a degree in property economics. And then I had the first year subject and the full degree side by side and their descriptions. And their descriptions were exactly the same.
Interesting.
And I went, it feels like one is not as good as the other.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not going to decide which is which. You can decide it for yourself. But she does, because the question was, is the reason you don't like splitting bills is because you're bad at mathematics. And apparently she basically got a degree in maths. property.
Did you happen to look at how many math subjects were actually part of that degree?
No.
Because I don't think there were.
I don't think there are any. I did a finance degree, and the only subject of mathematics I did was statistics.
Yeah, I can't imagine her doing many maths.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
well.
You did a
I'm
doctorate.
sure she's better at maths than I am. I'll give
You
her
did
that.
a doctorate,
Yeah.
and you did a whole scientific study about the SWB from memory.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you did this, by the way. I don't know how you got more people with autism that were female in your study than male.
I can't believe you fucking remembered this.
Yeah, I read it. Remember I read it?
He's also autistic.
I'm also autistic. And there was like
That's why you guys get along so great.
And there was like a 10 to 15% disparity between the autistic people and regular people, and that
Yeah.
was what your study
Regular
basically did.
people.
But you only got like 115, but according to your big formula, there was enough percent. So I remember lots of weird things.
Wow.
Nonetheless, I know it more than probably everyone that read it, but nonetheless, this person here, I don't think she may have a degree, but it was like one of those degrees is like, here you go, sir. Just take it.
Take it.
Take-
Sorry, I'm really fucking impressed that, like, more people...
That's impressed me too, because I have no idea.
Yeah.
I would never be able to tell you. I didn't even know what he.
I
what
think the
Anthony
biggest
does for
issue
a
I
job.
had with it, even when I read it, was how did you get more female people with autism than male when it's like a 4-to-1 ratio?
4-to-1 ratio, yeah, yeah.
See?
Males hate doing online surveys.
Yeah, unless we get paid.
That would 100% be the reason behind that.
Yeah, males hate...
Women love that shit.
Whether you're autistic or not, males hate doing fucking online surveys.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
Autism aside.
autism aside.
Yeah, women love online surveys. I
True.
often do them.
And everyone is like, oh, I'll do this for a friend. And I'm like, I click onto like the second page. I'm like, I am so bored. I can't do this.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Especially if there's like a possibility of winning something with it, I'll do it.
Hmm.
Yeah, give me a chocolate bar or
It could be like
$10 gift card. or something.
$10 gift card. I'll fucking do a survey.
This reminds me of in the Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where they only sign up to do the film screening because they're gonna get a Red Lobster voucher or something like that. But they see Thundergun.
yeah, exactly. That's what I.
Thundergun Express.
Okay, I've only got 2 clips left, and
All
this
right.
is about the end of the episode. Actually, I got a couple of other clips left, but they're like other things about the show. This I've titled this one. What is a pussy been up to?
Okay, let's find out.
So yeah, that's what my pussy's been up to. But I haven't fucked one of them.
Okay, the last clip I've got is called No Responsibility. So the show started off with a bang.
Yeah.
Like with her yawning.
Yeah.
You know, and you always know a show's gonna be good when someone's yawning at the start, you know? You get all jacked up, like, oh boy, here we go, boys! We're gonna get... But this is how you end an episode, where you just you give a complete disregard to your audience and your craft and your show.
Cool. All right, guys. Sorry, that was just a life update because I'm actually on holiday, so that was just an extra episode for you. We could have said no episode this week, so be fucking grateful. All
She is the worst at being even an F grade celebrity.
She's the type, you know those personalities where like, you're an asshole, but you're really fun. Like, I can't stop watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is...
Oh no, I nearly didn't watch. I'm a bit of a loser. I like The Masked Singer. You know that
Only
TV
because
show?
Jess knows every singer in Australia.
I
and
like
named
to
them all.
guess the singers, alright? I love to guess the voices. I know a lot of Australian singers. So yeah, it's fun for me. This year, she was on the judging panel, or the guessing panel, they call it. I nearly didn't watch it because of her. I was like, nah, she's going to drive me nuts.
Every time she came on the screen, you muted the volume.
I don't like watching the guessing panel anyway. They're usually all pretty boring and shit. But yeah, it was just the same. She actually didn't have a lot of input, which was nicer. She was a lot quieter than I was expecting.
The big thing she did was cut people off.
Yeah, she doesn't know how to be on a panel, that's for sure. People would start talking and she would just talk over the top. Anyway, I have a theory that she was paying, or at least Channel 10 were possibly paying news sites to write articles about her.
I think so.
Because while The Masked Singer was on, a lot of news.com ads would come up on Facebook for a few people that I know, saying stuff just about Abbie Chatfield, like non-newsworthy things, but Abbie Chatfield did this, Abbie Chatfield did that, and it's like, I would look at all the comments on these articles, and 99% of the comments would be like, who the fuck is this? This is not news. Which is a lot of the news.com articles. You get that sort of shit. But I was starting to think, I've never seen this before, but now that she's on The Masked Singer, we're getting it. Now that The Masked Singer's off, we're not getting them anymore.
Yeah.
So I think Channel 10 probably had, I'm not sure if there's a relationship between the media, between Channel 10 and news.com.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
There you go. I'm sure there was some sort of...
I'm looking forward to, in like 5 years, or 3 or 4 years, when she hits 30 years old. And
she's quite young, isn't she? She sounds very
She's
young.
27.
Yeah, she's...
Okay, she is Reb's age.
Yeah.
You know, am I
Yeah.
That's the same age. Imagine
Wow.
these two people in the room. One is a literal genius, and you know, and
He's a very
other
smart man.
And can save the world.
that can save the world.
Yeah.
And this woman here.
All right, you got
can't
3
bring a
people in the room. Reb, Abbie, and myself.
Yeah,
Who are you going to pick to save the world? I'm fucking picking Reb.
me too.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah.
I'm
He's
going,
the best.
I'm no help to society.
No. Me
He's
either.
a very smart man. Yes, we'll give him that. But look, I don't know.
But
Abbie's just...
It's just a different league altogether. Look, I got 2 more clips here that are just
Okay.
fun ones. This one here I call a clip that sums up the show.
What was I saying before that?
Okay, so a lot of that the show is that, and this one here is a clip I call. I did not edit this clip. Usually, I edit clips together and I go, "These are like a supercut of something."
Supercut, yeah.
This is a pure. I heard this and I went. I paused the episode and I went, "Oh my god, incredible!" I've never heard this out of a human being before.
And we had to find this fucking park. Anyway, so that kind of, and then like, I think after that, we were like, well, are we going to be bubble buddies?
That sounds like you just put up 3 cuts together.
I
And
know,
sped it
doesn't
up.
it?
And it sounds like I sped it up as well. No, that's just. Want to hear it one more time?
Yes.
And we had to find this fucking park. Anyway, so that kind of, and then like, I think after that, we were like, well, are we going to be bubble buddies?
What?
I think she might have ADHD or something.
I think she's got ADHD.
I think she might be on coke.
Or that. That's just coked up.
She's coked up. She's famous now. She can afford to buy a bit more coke,
Yeah, so her mind's going faster than her mouth can work.
which is amazing. Anyway, so that's what Abbie's been up to. I can't wait
Bless
to watch
her
her
cotton
career. I can't wait to
socks.
watch her career die down in like 2 years.
She's not going to be Hamish and Andy that have managed to like reinvent themselves and still continue to do stuff.
Yeah.
But Hamish and Andy were
Actually,
and still
funny
very
and good.
funny
Yeah.
and came up with heaps of good ideas.
Yeah.
This show here, and I'm sure it will eventually die off, is because this is about her love life and her talking to other people about sex and stuff. And eventually people are going to go, why would I go to... Women that listen to this show are eventually going to grow up or get into their own relationships or go, actually, this is really...
Why am I listening?
I honestly don't know who her demographic is because I was speaking to my friend on the weekend who is a very, very sex positive person, very, very big feminist. I assumed she quite liked this sort of material. And when we talked about Abbie Chatfield, she rolled her eyes and was like, fucking Abbie Chatfield. We were like, wow, even you don't appreciate any of this content? Well, then I don't know who does. If you don't, I don't know who does.
15-year-olds.
Yeah, so the same people reading Cosmopolitan.
15-year-old girls listening to podcasts. Like, I know...
They're probably not.
I'm not listening. Like, I listen to podcasts because like, I'm on the train to work, or I've got a couple of guys that like talk about certain things I like who are these podcasts, shitty song of the week. I like those sort of review type shows.
Podcasts are for older, more boring people.
Yeah, you know, like the Joe Rogan
Thank you.
experience. You know, the Joe Rogan
We
experience.
listen
like,
in
to
the
do-
public transport.
Yeah, exactly right. Or even listening to like full albums, like people just listen to single songs these days. But a 15, like I don't like. I've got a little cousin. She's 16, 17. I don't think she listens to podcasts.
And if she did, I really hope she didn't listen to
Abbie Chatfield.
Chatfield. As a future parent,
Yeah.
that sort of stuff is.
So your son will absolutely listen to shit like this and be like, "Dad, Mum." He'll be on the. He'll take
Your
over.
son will be like, my dad's on a podcast, and the parents will listen to us and go, no one's listening to this podcast.
No. And then we'll be like, "Wow, look how many people listen to the show this week." I can't. It'd be great though when you have a kid, Kieran, and a boy, and our kids just take over the show.
That's it. You need to get quick smart. You better have a son.
Yeah,
Right.
Pressure's on.
the pressure's on.
No, we've got a couple
bear a
of
male.
years difference here.
That's true. 2
Yeah.
year, 3 year difference between
Yeah,
Kieran and
that's
I.
very
It's all
true.
good. So my
Am
son
I
will-
the eldest in this room?
Yeah.
Yes, by a couple of months only.
Okay.
No,
we're
you did it.
only a couple of months apart. You're April and I'm
Respect
June.
your elders.
What's that? April?
Buy a
We're
house!
2 months. we are actually less than 2 months apart because you're the 14th of
Yeah,
April and
yeah.
I'm the 5th of June. So
So you put it in your calendars. Like
I'm a woman. I remember everyone's birthdays.
That's right.
That's
Superpower.
Turch did behind your back once tell me your birthday. Like,
Yes.
and you were like amazed that I remembered your birthday, and I can't remember your birthday.
No, I just said it. Do you remember what I said?
5th of June.
Oh, there you go.
you
I'm
go.
surprised you remember.
Five,
See,
six.
I'm a person who's trained to listen.
Thanks, Fraser Crane. And with that, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
I
just
think we're going to
thinking.
wrap this episode up. Jess, thank you so much for coming on
That's
this
all right. I don't know how much of my input was.
I think it was
You're
just
great.
the right
Was it
amount.
all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, Abby.
And
Don't
that's
hunt
the-
me down.
And that's the self-doubt of women.
hey, you've got a 20-week pregnant woman on the show. You're lucky that I'm
That's true. So take
awake.
That's right. That's very true. Kieran, it's so good to have you back in the studio.
Thank you very much.
And if you'd like to follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, where else can you find us? That's about it.
Spotify.
Oh, Spotify's always the fun one. Give us a review
He
there.
knew he was missing something.
Oh, it's a big list. I don't have it in front of me. But if you'd like to send us some death threats, some rants, some
Or
news,
celebrate our 200th episode.
or celebrate
You
our
guys
200th
should
episode.
do something. Have a
Email us at
party.
we only do one take podcast at gmail.com. We should do a party.
Do a party.
All
Why
right.
not?
Why not? And ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time.
Nothing will fucking happen.
for the big 200th
200th
episode. See you next Thursday. I want to listen to that clip again.
What one?
And we had to find this fucking park. Anyway, so that kind of, and then like, I think after that, we were like, well, are we going to be bubble buddies?
Pretty good, huh?
She talks so fast.
Yeah, do you want to try? So I'll see if I can slow it down on this software.
I thought I talked fast, but I can't.
You mean you didn't really talk really
Oh,
fast?
she's
Brought to you
very
by the
excited.
Victoria Cover Camera.
Yeah.
Did you say Victorian government Canberra?
Yeah.
So, okay. Brought to you by the Federal Cover Camera.
Oh, she's something else.